If I asked you what an ideal day with food looked like, what would that be? How would you describe it? Hey, I'm Elizabeth, and I am here to help you become a woman of wellness by healing your relationship with food and learning to love your body. And today we are talking all about food freedom and what food freedom would feel like to you. I want you to take a minute to think about all of the ways that food holds you back. What kind of stress does food cause in your life? Not just around the dinner table or when you eat, but how does it ripple into all areas of your life? I want you to think about this because food is a big struggle for so many of us. And can I compare it sort of, go with me on this one, to alcoholism a little bit. So we feel like we kind of have this addiction or this struggle, a really big struggle that we fight every day with food. And it trickles into every area of our life, just like I said. And we have a really hard time trying to figure out how to control our appetites and control the binging and turning to food when we're emotional and all of those things, which is similar, but also I recognize different than something like being addicted to alcohol. But the thing with alcohol is when you recover from it, you avoid places that alcohol is. You avoid going to the bars, you avoid trying to have it in your life because it helps you stay away from it. But food, you can't do that, right? You have to eat every single day. But so many people feel about food the way that they feel maybe about alcohol, if that makes sense. And so we have to learn how to be around it without it causing us so much grief and pain because we can't get away from it. You know, if you're nervous around a big pan of cookies or nervous around food in general, you can't just run away from it, right? You have to eat, and it's going to be around. It's going to be everywhere you are. And so we have to learn how to be okay with it and be comfortable with it. So I want you to just take a minute and think about what your ideal day with food would look like. What would happen when you wake up? Would you be stressed about what you're eating? Probably not in an ideal day, right? So I want to maybe kind of run through a little scenario. You wake up, you don't worry about what you're eating. You know what makes your body feel good. You just throw the eggs in the pan. You throw a couple things together. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel energized. You have a time where there's some snacks that you're hungry, you want a snack, you eat a snack. You listen to your body. You listen to those hunger and those fullness cues. You end up at work and there's a bunch of treats at the table. And in an ideal day, you wouldn't be nervous about them and you wouldn't feel stressed about them and you wouldn't overeat them. You would just eat them happily or whatever that ideal situation looks like to you. And then what would you do the rest of the day? How would your relationship with food look like? What would it feel like? What would happen at the end of the day? What if you had stress in your life? What if emotions came in? How would you deal with them that's not using food in a harmful way? How would it affect how you feel about your body? How would it affect what choices you make throughout the day? How would it affect your confidence? How would it affect your emotions? So many things. I just want you to spend a few minutes thinking about what an ideal day with food would look like, or what it would feel like if I told you you could have food freedom. What other areas of your life would change? Would anything else change? I just want to tell you that I am here to tell you that it is 100%, 1000% possible to have food freedom, to not feel constantly stressed and worried about food all the time. But it requires one thing. Just for this video today, it requires one thing. It's of course a lot of things, but to get started down the right path, there's one thing that you need to have before you can go any further, and it's confidence. It's trust and confidence in your ability to overcome your current relationship with food and trust that you can be safe and confident around food at any time in your life. And that's scary. And that comes with a lot of practice. But it really is the first step. And so I just wanted a quick video today to tell you a little simple, very simple affirmation that you can follow, that you can repeat over and over as you're working toward this food freedom and working toward healing your relationship with food. So, are you ready? This is the affirmation. It's very simple and it's something that you can easily follow every single day as you take those steps, and as you take the steps to being confident in yourself and trusting in yourself, because that could be scary, especially depending on how long you've struggled with your relationship with food. You might not trust yourself. And so this is the first step in a wonderful and beautiful journey toward making peace with food. So I'm going to read it to you. Are you ready? I am confident in my ability to listen to my body and give it what it needs. I love my body and I'm already a woman of wellness. I'm going to say it again just one more time for you. This is something you can repeat over and over and over again. I am confident in my ability to listen to my body and give it what it needs. I love my body and I'm already a woman of wellness. So, I want to know, when I said those words, what did it feel like in that moment? Did it feel empowering at all? Did it feel maybe a little bit exciting? Did it make you a little bit nervous? Whatever it is, that's okay. You're taking that first step. So, I guess I just wanted to give a little pep talk today to say that food freedom truly is a possibility, and people live that lifestyle of not feeling stressed about food and not worrying about it all the time and not letting it rule their life. And when you allow food to be released from your stress, it is amazing how it can affect all other areas of your life, how it can build confidence in all other areas. So repeat that affirmation daily as you work towards reaching that food freedom. That's going to be your very, very first step. Try it. And as you practice it, as you repeat it over and over and over again, write it down, you will see that things start to change and you start to get confidence in yourself. So there's my little pep talk today, and I will see you in another video.